Hey guys, welcome back to Cal's Chainsaw Rescue. We are looking at another snowblower today. This is a 254cc 24-inch Ariens deluxe. Now, I did some reviews for this on my other channel, Cal Hall Woodworker. We've cleaned carburetors on this. We've put new carburetors on, and the machine won't idle up. Once you start it, it kind of just seems like it stays in a low idle. It doesn't idle fast enough. The motor doesn't kick up fast enough to actually throw the snow farther than a foot. I had somebody comment on it being part of the linkage for the idle system, the way it's set up on here. So today we are going to get into pulling off a bunch of stuff and seeing what's going on there, if it's something we can straighten out or a part we have to order. So I'm just going to show you guys because it's kind of tough to get an angle to do all of it. So I'll show you now. We got 2 bolts here by the primer. We're going to come over here. We got 2 more bolts, and that'll kind of remove this cover. We'll have pieces inside. You know, you got to pull the knob off the top here, get this out of the way. Okay. And be able to undo that and pull this cover off. After that, I'm not sure. We may need to undo our recoil, which has a few bolts going around it, and then we'll work our way over here because we kind of need to get this whole shield off. So we may have to undo the bolts here, holding our starter on and around this area as well, and then we'll kind of go from there. If I got to get in and remove anything else, I'll show you guys. Most of this stuff is usually a 1/2 or a 10mm socket. Let's see here. 10mm for these. So let me remove these and we'll go from there. They're also what are holding the carburetor on. We're going to remove these and then we're going to go to the other side. Let's see here. This guy should be able to shimmy right off like so. And we may need to remove the gas tank, get in there a little bit farther. So let's take a look at that next. Grab our 10mm socket. We're going to come around to the front. Looking back, there is a bolt right here, right? Motor, exhaust, not exhaust, but exhaust, motor, gas tank. There's a bolt in this corner, still hanging things up, so we're going to take that out next. So, coming down top of the machine, here's the rip cord. There's a bolt in here we got to undo. It's kind of under the tank, but the tank has, when the tank's free, you can get in here, get this bolt out. That is a 5/16. I'm going to work this piece off. Pop it forward, up and out. Alright guys, so in here messing around just a second ago, this piece was stuck out and it's supposed to move, right, to help with your idle as the engine heats up. But it was stuck all the way out like this. I just touched it and it popped in, so it was kind of hung up and not working properly is what I'm guessing. That's probably my issue here. So what I'm actually going to do is bolt this gas tank back in place, see if I can't put this together without this plastic shroud on here, and see how it runs. I don't want to put the plastic guard on. I want to be able to see these things working. So we're going to see what we can do. Actually, I think all we really need to do is put the bolts on for this carburetor and put the bolt back in, holding that gas tank up toward the front. So let me put those on and we'll go from there. Alright guys, moved it outside, turned the fuel on. Let's see here. Oh, I got this. Oh, wrong button. Alright guys, moved this outside, turned the fuel on, put the button on here for the carburetor and all that. Now we got gas in it, so let's prime it up a few times. Let's make sure the unit's on run. Move this out of the way. We've got a carburetor bolted on. What we're trying to watch is everything here and see if it ends up moving and if this machine will idle up like it's supposed to. I think that plastic was in the way, so let's see. We've got that linkage here, right? You got that little spring, which is a pain to get on, and you got this linkage to come through. The linkage goes here past the hose, okay? All this moves and all this adjusts as the motor heats up. As the motor heats up, it'll see how it moves. I don't know if you guys can see it'll move. Anyway, the plastic that was on here had it all jammed up, so it wouldn't work right. I can already say by removing that plastic, it's idling way better than it was. I should have shot a scene prior to this. But if you heard me turn the throttle down and you'd hear it idle way down, that's how it was going. The light was very dim. It would not throttle up. It would barely, you know, if I go to engage to drive it, it would almost stall sometimes, and idle wasn't there. The plastic, though, seemed to be holding that up. It's due to the last time I put this carb on, I just bent the plastic out of the way. Put the carb on, bent that plastic back, and it hung up that piece of metal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll just, well, we'll undo the gas tank. We'll carefully put that plastic cover back on, and we'll see if she fires up and runs just the same. If not, then I might just get rid of that whole entire plastic piece. The only thing I don't like, though, is the fact that it did and it does keep the gas line from rubbing here, okay? It'll be a little barrier, so I kind of don't want to just keep it off. I don't want to have an issue with getting holes in that gas line. This could be an issue with yours as well, you know, if you've done any work and it won't run right. This could be, you know, the reason why your machine's not running very well. So let me do some reverse steps here, put those pieces back on, and then we'll see how it runs. Alright guys, I got everything buttoned back up and together. We're gonna push this back outside, fire it up, and just see how that idle sounds now that everything is together. Give it a couple primes. It's on. Put it about half on. Well, I say that was a success, fixing my own problem. Problem I created. But hey, who knows? Maybe somebody out there has created the same problem and needs to be able to fix it. I enjoy doing it and sharing it with you guys, so hopefully this will help you out. Appreciate you guys watching. Check out some videos popping up. I'll see you guys later. Bye.